Howdy guys, how's it going? So it's time for another weapon versus weapon comparison video. We're going to be comparing the Finn LMG to the good old BRUEN MK9 LMG. So now both of these weapons are 5.56, they fire 5.56 ammunition, and the stats are pretty gosh darn close to one another. When we compare the Finn stats to the BRUEN, we notice that the BRUEN stock has a little bit better fire rate, a little bit better range, slight decrease in mobility and control, and then just the slightest reduction in damage and accuracy compared to the Finn. Now for this, we're going to be running and gunning with my current Warzone class setups for both of these weapons, which does mean we're going to be running the Finn LMG with its standard fire rate, okay? Because in playing Warzone, I've been trying the adverse barrels, and they're great for, you know, your short to your medium short range. But anytime you need to push beyond that, it's just so inconsistent as far as accuracy and stuff goes, that it's hard for me to justify having the adverse barrels on whenever I'm playing in Warzone. So the Finn class setup is monolithic suppressor, XRK long shot advantage. Both of those just help us take and increase our range to that of basically what the BRUEN is, a little bit beyond what the BRUEN is stock. And then we got the tack laser, Merc foregrip, and no stock, just so we can push up mobility, running the standard 75 round belt on this, because with the standard fire rate, it's just so much more consistent because I can get all shots on target. It's easier for me to train the shots to the head, and I found myself getting a lot more consistent kills running the standard fire rate on this than trying to dick around with the adverse barrels once again in Warzone. It's great if you can keep your engagements up close, then 100% go for the adverse barrel, but anytime I'm playing solo, I find myself just more times than not out in the open and needing just, you know, more precision and more longer range engagement. So that's where it's about, you know, making sure you tailor your class setups to your play style and what you're trying to accomplish in game, and that's why I put out such a diverse range of class setups for each weapon. Then going to the BRUEN, we got the monolithic suppressor, mainly for the sound suppression, but it does give us a little bump in range. You got the Merc foregrip. Main reason is it has one of the best like accuracy and control bumps, plus you got the added benefit of better hip fire. We got the 60 round mags cut on down to cut down on weight. Jesus Christ, can't even speak English. Then we got the tack laser for the ADS time, and the skeleton stock or the no stock, because this gun already has great mobility, but we just want to bump up our mobility just a wee bit more. You could even sub out the skeleton stock 4-stipple grip tape for just slightly better sprint to fire speed, but going back and forth with it in regular multiplayer, I found that just having the skeleton stock was the better option, especially once you throw on the tack laser. If you wanted to take it not out of the tack laser, then feel free to throw on the stippled grip tape, but I did want to run the tack laser as a constant for this comparison on both weapons. As we do, we're going to be hopping into a custom game with bots so that we can compare these weapons side by side, not have to worry about any internet connection dicking us down and screwing up the comparison. And since this is going to be a Warzone comparison, what I did was I went into the game rules, went over to player, and I bumped up the max health for the bots and for me to 250, which should represent a fully armored individual. I looked it up online, and from everything I've seen, like, you know, standard health for a player is 100, and then armor plates are supposed to add 150 when you have 3, so, you know, the math checks out. 250, it goes all the way up to 300, but I'm pretty sure that to keep it realistic, Warzone 250 is the health stat that we need to go with. So let's hop in the game and see how these bad boys compare against one another. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Finn. Now, I am not a fan of Arc Live Peak at all, but this is one of the largest maps in custom games. I really wish they had it to where you could play like ground war maps and stuff in custom games, because that would make, you know, this a lot more realistic and a lot better comparison for the Warzone aspect of it. So this right here is probably the largest, most open area of the map. So I'm going to hopefully see if some of these bots will come on down this left side here so that we can get some longer range stuff, but I gotta wait. Oh, here we got one right there. So see, with the no stock option, the ADS time on this bad boy is great, and see with that standard fire rate, oh, there we go. Yeah, that right there is definitely keen to what the health would be fully armored up for players in Warzone. So I'm glad I decided to do that right there at the tail end, because normally, like whenever you hop in the custom game, so far we've done 2 comparison videos, and it's been kind of tailored around how the weapon performs in regular multiplayer. But this right here, I wanted to just kind of really hone it in on how these things would perform in Warzone. Why is nobody coming down this left side? I want to get some range. I only got 13 rounds left in the belt right here, so let's see if this guy will push down this right side and see if we can just And oh, and he's got the riot shield. Look at here, bots making moves, baby. See if I can just skin the hair off the top of his noggin. I'm not gonna let him do this to me. We're gonna. Oh my! Wait, am I gonna? Whoo! Okay, well, I guess I am gonna let him do it. So let's reload. This will give us. So I really like one of the things I really like about the Finn is that the standard. Will you leave me alone, sir? Jesus Christ! The standard reload time compared to the other LMG seems to be just a wee bit faster, and that's really nice because you got the 75 round belt, which is more than enough ammunition to run through a couple players. Let's get him down right. God, bro, I'm not going to play Ring Around the Rosie with this bot for the whole... Okay, you know what? We're just going to leave him alone. We're going to let him think about his life choices and hop back up here on our rock. So if anything, he's got to come this way to get us. There we go. There's somebody. Boom, early in the morning. So, what kind of ninja garbage is this? Leave me alone, sir. We're on a mission here. Quit following... Bro, I am being harassed. I'm filing a restraining order against this pussy. Leave me alone. I'm about to... I would commit suicide with a grenade right now, but I don't have one. Okay, well this is throwing a monkey wrench right in the middle of what we're trying to do. But we've already got a little bit of a couple kills in with the Finn. We need to switch over. There we go. Makes a good baseball bat too. We need to switch over to the Bruin real quick. So the Finn shuts people down right quick, fast, in a hurry. It's like, since we're playing against bots, there's a little less tension. So I know when you get in engagements in Warzone, it can be kind of, you know, get the adrenaline pumping, and sometimes it can dick around with your accuracy and everything else. But that's one reason why we're going with the benchmark here, so we can really compare the two. But the Finn shuts them down within, you know, very fast, as long as you take and keep your shots on target. And that's the thing about the adverse barrels that I've seen with a lot of other people, is people have a hard time keeping, just, you know, managing the recoil, even with a lot of accuracy, you know, a lot of attachments that really help with the accuracy. Where'd you go? So boom. But now you do notice immediately that the increased fire rate in the Bruin does help shut people down just a wee bit faster. So I mean, all in all, but see, right now we're having to get in these close range engagements with these bots. So that's why it's shining a wee bit more. What we need to test is how this bad boy does at range. So I need to try to get back over to my rock and see if we can get these guys pushing down along the sides of the map so that we can test the range. Because I mean, I swear to you, anytime that I'm playing Warzone, bro, it's mainly just those longer range engagements I find myself in. And I always like my primary weapon to be suited to handle people more at range, which is, if I'm running an LMG, that's what that is. And then I always try to take and find a sub or an AR that's more set up for a little bit faster ADS time, and that's what I run as my secondary. So anytime I'm in and around buildings, that is the weapon I'm going to have out anyway. So that's why these right here are my current setups for this. That is that same guy. That bot thinks we're going to come back over there. So you do notice with the faster fire rate, the 60 round mags compared to the 75 round belt, you are able to take and reload faster with the 65 round mags, as you should be. It's just, you know, pop it out, put a new one in. But you will burn out quicker, so just having that extra 15 rounds on command when you need it with the standard 75 round belt is very nice. If you didn't mind, like, you know, the minor reduction in mobility and ADS, you could just leave, you know, go with the 100 round belt option for the Bruin. Okay, oh my gosh, that's what we need. So right here's range. Oh, and we'd run out of bullets, and he had a riot shield. I feel like we would have taken and finished that guy. What we got? This is not what we want. This is one of those stupid weapon crates. I keep forgetting to change. Bro, early in the morning. I gotta quit playing in the morning, bro. I'm doing these, but I want to have the videos pop up around like 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's why I just hop on in the morning when I wake up, and then the performance really represents and shows that my brain is not fully awake and functioning. But okay, we'll switch back. We'll pop a couple more kills with this, and we'll switch back to the Finn. We could, you know, it's what we're going to do too. For science sake, for experimental sake, we're going to throw on the adverse long shot barrel, because if I'm playing Warzone, I definitely want that extra range, because that's where the Finn lacks, just in general compared to most weapons, is it doesn't have the best damage range. So let's see if we can pop off a couple more shots of this. Bro, the bots know where I'm at. I wish they would just converge on me at one point, because I done just me versus them, so I didn't have to worry about my team bots just getting all the kills. I really hate this bot. I wish I could go and just take his riot shield away from him, because this is just frustrating. This is holding up the whole process, without a doubt. Here, leave me alone. I don't even care if the other one kills me. We need to switch back over anyways. Okay, pop a new mag in. Boom, there we go. So that right there is kinda, that's definitely within the medium range, kinda on the longer end of medium range for this weapon. I mean, we're not trying to compare like all the way out there. That's really a long range. That's, you know, marksman rifle, sniper ranges. So that's not really a fair benchmark, but it's kind of important too, just so you know that if you get in that situation and you need to punch out those ranges, you know you can do so. Okay, yeah, I need one of these guys just kill me. Got suppressors on everything, so I don't think I'm really going to be drawing their fire to me. Come on, fellers. Shoot me in the noggin. Where'd they go? I'm right here in the middle of everything. There we go, look. Maybe they'll hear something. Okay, I guarantee as soon as I stepped away from this left side, they're just going to like single file walk down this left side right here and just come at me. Still nothing. One of the largest, openest parts of the map, and not a single bot. Here, look. Here I am, sir. Shoot me. Yeah, hit me with that sniper. Marksman rifle. No, sniper. Dragunov. Okay, training them Dragunov shots. Pretty nice. So switching back over to the fin with the adverse barrel. Did the adverse barrel go through? Sure did. Okay, so now, where we got the no stock option, it's still really accurate. And up close, you know, it's going to melt people very fast. So this is a phenomenal option too, as long as you want to keep your engagement short to medium range, which just by default is going to be mostly what I'm going to have right now. So it's going to make my original statement of having the standard barrels better. But once again, just so you know, I'm talking about like for the longer range engagements, which is like what I find myself in most of the time. And it is hard to keep your shots on target at really long ranges with this adverse barrel. Like the best thing to do is burst, but when I find myself in those situations, normally it's like bursting the shots with the adverse barrel. It is more accurate, but you have the downside of you know, people, like, depending on what weapon they have, they can normally melt you a lot faster than in the amount of time it takes you to burst those shots and get those shots on target. Now, the other downside is, too, you're going to have to reload more frequently, but, you know, it's just kind of a trade-off. You're melting people faster, so you're burning through the ammo faster, and then you got to reload. So, oh, here we go. Okay, I want to heal up. God, see, that's what I'm saying. It's just so hard to take and really, really get those shots on target. If I had the standard fire rate right here, there's no doubt in my mind that I'd be able to win this gunfight right now. But now that we got a full 75 rounds in the belt, where did he go? He pulled a Houdini, bro. He was right. There's no way I had enough time to run over to that corner while we was reloading. Here we go. So at that range right there, trying to focus on the noggin, still didn't end up slamming the headshot. Where is he at? And that's what I'm talking about. See, if somebody has a marksman rifle, that wasn't even marksman, that was a FAL. See, if somebody has a weapon that's high damage, you know, they're able to maintain accuracy at distance, you're gonna lose those gunfights, and it doesn't matter, especially when you factor in flinch and stuff of getting hit. The adverse barrel is just kind of not that good for Warzone, in my opinion, unless you just, once again, are really keen on keeping your engagements up close and personal. Now, you can improve the accuracy a little bit by not having the no stock option, running the standard stock option. You can throw in sleight of hand or a larger mag, a larger belt, and then that would hone it in just a little bit more. But it's still not going to hold as tight of a pattern as you need it to during the really long range engagement. So that's kind of just one of those things you're going to have to go with personal preference on and tailor to your play style. To, you know, it's going to make a difference if you're on keyboard and mouse, if you're on controller, and so on and so forth. I can't even see. There we go. That guy's just chilling by the graveyard. But within, you know, if you normally just play in cities, play in towns, most of your engagements will probably be medium range at the most, as long as you're playing in and around buildings. So the adverse barrel might be the best option for you. So just, you know, just be honest with yourself and your play style, and then you'll be good to go. Come on, sir, come back to me. One thing though that I would say is a necessity if you're running the adverse barrels would be that tack laser, because it helps more than anything really keep your shots on target, and it helps your accuracy tremendously, plus the added benefit of the ADS improvement. So let's, oh, I need to switch back to the BRUEN. Yep, I was out of ammo anyways. So, you know, when you compare the fire rate of the BRUEN to the adverse barrel, the adverse kind of, you know, just leapfrogs the BRUEN's fire rate, but then the BRUEN's fire rate is faster than the standard fin, plus it's more accurate. It's easier to control the recoil. So, you know what, just trade-offs, bro. It's all about the trade-offs and then keeping it where you need it to be. The BRUEN, I would say, is more versatile for that very reason, as we get better damage range. So, my end... Okay, that right there, that was just stupid. That's a stupid play by me. We need to back off about the medium range side. I'd say the BRUEN is still going to be your best all-around bet, but the Fin would win in the fact that it's more versatile and that you can custom tailor the attachments to fit different engagement ranges and different play styles, more so than the Fin. I mean, more so than the BRUEN. Because with the BRUEN, it's really just... It shines within, I'd say, the medium range area, the short medium range engagements more than anything, and you have the ability to push out a wee bit further, and you can still, you know, clear rooms and so on and so forth. It just depends on the weapons that you run into that the enemy player would be using. So in comparison's sake, it's very, very close, which most of the weapons that I'm going to be comparing are going to be, you know, close to each other. I'm not going to be comparing the MP5 to, you know, to the AX50, because there's just no, those are two completely different animals. This right here is about 2 LMGs that have dropped within the last few seasons. Both run the same ammunition type, both of which are phenomenal options. You really can't go wrong with either. It's just going to be, it's like this with any weapon regardless, even if it's not even in the same caliber, same class, even same, you know, similar attachments. It's just going to be about the player, how they play, and you know, the engagement that you get in. So it's kind of a game of chance as much as it is anything. But just, you know, custom tailor your setups. Make sure that if this for some reason is the first video of mine you're watching, you check out my best class setup videos for both of these, because I take and do multiple in-depth class setups that will suit practically every play style, every game mode playlist option that you would want to play, from regular multiplayer, small maps, big maps, ground war, Warzone, everything under the sun. And this right here, yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm not saying, I don't want to say that the BRUEN is better than the Fin all around, because it's definitely not. I'm going with this end choice off the fact that for most players, the average player, if you're playing Warzone, the BRUEN is going to be your safest option. Let's go with that word. The safest option in this configuration as compared to the Fin, because the Fin, with the appropriate attachments and the attachment setup that we've used thus far, is really probably going to be a better it would be a better option for your more experienced, your higher level players, because you'll probably have better recoil management, recoil control with your joysticks or your mouse, whatever, and then you'll be able to take and pick and choose your gunfights a wee bit better. Unless anytime I play Warzone, I'm not in there, I don't really go in with a strategy unless I really feel like popping out a win. I just want to hop in there and get some kills and just have fun. So that's why, you know, I'm normally testing stuff out as well. So with that being said, I really don't have my eyes set on pulling out a victory, but I do have. I think I've won, out of the few matches I've played, I think I've got like 30 Warzone wins, maybe somewhere in that ballpark. So yeah, that right there is what we're working with. We got 30 seconds left in the game. We got the VTOL up there popping up some kills at the end of this. So we'll just run the timer out, see if we can pop off a few more kills. Now, one thing I do need you guys to do is hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what weapons you'd like me to compare next, so that you can see, you know, you can see them in custom games, see how they go at long ranges. This right here is, once again, more of a Warzone tailored comparison, because we got the health raised to what fully armored health would be in Warzone. God dang it, we're going to pop this back out right there. Boom, pop it in with a GS50. That's why having a good secondary is always important. But I need you guys let me know in the comments which guns you'd like me to compare. If there's weapons I've already compared, but you want to see them compared to another weapon that is similar or slightly different, and then have them, you know, leveled out via the attachments that are on them and then compared, let me know in the comment section, because I will add that. I've already got an idea of the next couple that I want to do comparisons for, but definitely would appreciate that feedback. So guys, that's going to do it for this one. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, share your friends, and until the next one, adios.